The battle, which had been extremely tense, left Xiaoyin dumbfounded as Long Yi made his move. Big brother? Cough, cough, cough. I'm older than you, so from now on, I'll be the big brother, and you'll be the second brother. Little E will be the third brother. That's fine. Long Yi didn't care whether Xiaoyin agreed or not, and immediately made the decision. Hearing this, Xiaoyin couldn't help but feel a bit speechless. This was quite a scene, but he didn't mind it. After all, Long Yi seemed more like a protective elder to him, and even if he became his big brother, it wasn't really a problem. Be careful later. I'll create a way out for you. You go first, and Little E and I will catch up soon. Not long after, Long Yi whispered in a voice only Xiaoyin could hear. Xiaoyin nodded silently, his natal core inscription still gathering energy within him. In front of him, the presence of the Xuanma in the Dragon-Devouring Legion stirred something within Xiaoyin. Xianmo had once attempted to assassinate him and Mu Yingying when they entered the Xinling Imperial Pool, almost succeeding. Now that these two forces were clashing so fiercely, Xiaoyin naturally wanted to completely eliminate this person. Form the formation, Dragon-Devouring Formation. As Long Yi and Xiaoyin were talking, a mysterious power surged in the sky, unpredictable and overwhelming. Led by Yingying, the 9 members of the Dragon-Devouring Legion arranged themselves in the sky, forming what looked like a vivid and mighty dragon. Nice formation, but I wonder if it's just for show, Long Yi observed as he leaped into the air and rushed toward the sky. Long Yi knew that the Dragon-Devouring Legion had stood strong in the mystic 3 heavens for so many years, and their true trump card, the Dragon-Devouring Formation, was no joke. He couldn't afford to drag Xiaoyin down. Seems like my blood is boiling? Xiaoyin, feeling weak, realized that his blood was faintly simmering, as if resonating with something. Far away, several powerful auras were rapidly heading toward Blood River Town. These auras resembled those of powerful members of the Medusa clan. Dragon-Devouring Formation, summon the dragon. Not long after, Yingying and the others completed the formation. Then, from above, they called down to Long Yi. Long Yi looked up and saw a light dragon formed entirely of energy appear. Yingying stood at the head of the dragon, while the other 8 members of the Dragon-Devouring Legion took their positions on the dragon's limbs. Quack methods. This is far from a true Dragon-Devouring Formation. Long Yi scoffed, his eyes narrowing, and in the blink of an eye, he transformed into a silver dragon. Thunder-like beams of light, as thick as stone pillars, surrounded him. Don't get too excited. Light dragon, dark heaven. As soon as Yingying spoke, the entire space was suddenly plunged into darkness, as if falling into the depths of a dark abyss, a horrifying scene. What is this? With all light suddenly snuffed out, plunging into utter darkness, Long Yi muttered, feeling as though he had gone blind. Big brother, move. Suddenly, for some reason, Long Yi felt himself being heavily pushed aside by a body. Damn it, too late. In the next instant, a flickering, yellowish firelight appeared. Xiaoyin, how did you get here? Long Yi, shocked, spoke involuntarily. Big brother, just now Yingying controlled the light dragon and tried to devour you, Xiaoyin said in a deep voice. Devour? Impossible, I didn't feel anything. Long Yi furrowed his brow, clearly confused as to why Xiaoyin would say that. You didn't feel it because the mysterious powers within the Dragon-Devouring Formation blocked your perception, Xiaoyin explained calmly. We are inside the formation. Any way to get out? Long Yi asked, looking at Xiaoyin with a slight hope. 10 minutes, Xiaoyin said, sitting cross-legged without hesitation. As he did, core inscriptions continuously appeared around him, and brilliant mental power surrounded him. To deal with a formation, the best way was to use another formation, and when it came to breaking formations, no one was better than Xiaoyin, a formation master. There. On the outside, White Fang's eyelid twitched as he saw Long Yi and Xiaoyin being swallowed by Yimou's light dragon. He couldn't help but speak. The Dragon-Devouring Formation, that silver giant dragon of the Do Xian, might be in danger. With Xiaoyin here, we hope it's fine, Zhu Jin said quietly. Xiaoyin had, in some ways, inherited his legacy, So Zhu Jin believed that Xiao Yin could break the dragon-devouring formation. Yi Lao, Xiao Yan's inside now. What should we do? Xian Ming asked anxiously. First, kill that beast, Yimo murmured. Xiao Yin has some sacred flame. He must be captured alive. Yimo spoke softly. Understood. What's going on? The other powerful figures, witnessing this scene, were all puzzled. The dragon-devouring formation is an independent space. Right now, they are using their soul power to enter that space and fight against Xiao Yin and the others, Zhu Jin explained. Xiao Yin, you can't be in danger. As Zhu Jin's voice fell, Mu Yingying behind them suddenly became tense, her expression showing clear signs of concern. Gurgle, gurgle. Within the dragon-devouring formation, Long Yi, using the light of the sacred flame, realized that this was indeed an independent space. Soon, a brilliant pillar of energy shot toward Long Yi. Get away. Who is it? Come out now. With a flick of his delicate fingers, Long Yi instantly sent the radiant energy pillar flying, then spoke in a commanding tone. Within the dragon-devouring formation, we are the undefeated existences. Accept your punishment, beast. As Long Yi was confused, the figures of the 9 members of the Dragon Devourer Legion appeared in the space, scattered in all directions. These figures feel off. Why does it seem like there's an ethereal, intangible presence? Soul power. Xiao Yin, still attempting to break the dragon-devouring formation, suddenly made a discovery and exclaimed in surprise. If this were outside, the 9 of them, all at the 9-star Do D level, would be able to crush Xiao Yin with ease, like squashing an ant. But inside this dragon-devouring formation, they existed only in the form of soul power. If their soul power was damaged, it would cause serious harm to their physical bodies. Moreover, Xiao Yan's current soul power was at the peak of the Imperial Realm, beneath the Immortal Realm. A sinister smile slowly spread across Xiao Yan's face. Those soul attacks may not kill them all, one death will do. So you seek the heavens and yet refuse to walk their path, but you barge into hell without permission. What's going on? Why does this dragon-devouring formation have an aura that frightens me? One of the Dragon Devourer Legion's members, standing in the space, spoke out. Yao Xian spoke, then unconsciously glanced at Xiao Yin, as if the source of the fear was emanating from him. Yao Xian, you're overthinking it. This is the internal space of the dragon-devouring formation. Although our physical bodies cannot enter, with the power of the formation and our soul power combined, we have enough to kill this beast, Xian Ming reassured, seeing Yao Xian's concerns. In that case, let's make our move. Otherwise, we might attract the attention of stronger figures from other continents. That would be a huge loss, Yimo said. Let's begin. The others nodded in agreement. As their voices faded, the 9 of them sat cross-legged, their bodies slightly translucent. A terrifying, invisible wave of energy emanated from them, sweeping across the entire space. In the dimness of the space, a terrifying beast slowly began to form. Damn, the energy here is actually draining my strength? Long Yi couldn't help but say, feeling his power slowly being drained since entering this space. Although the process was slow, it was undeniably real. And as Yimo and the others gathered their strength, Long Yi noticed that the speed at which his power was being drained seemed to be increasing, as if something in this space was about to materialize. It seems the dragon-devouring formation truly lives up to its name. I underestimated it, Long Yi muttered, shaking his head slightly. Heh. Big brother, don't worry, I have a plan. Just as Long Yi was preparing for a bloody battle, Xiao Yan's voice suddenly entered his mind, wrapped in soul power. You have a plan? Long Yi laughed upon hearing this. This dragon-devouring formation is a powerful formation that has truly hunted down dragons, but without a true Do Xin level expert like Qin Tian as the focal point, with Yimo being only at half-step Do Xian, we still have a slim chance. And this formation has many flaws. While they are strong, as long as we defeat any one of them, the formation will collapse on its own, Xiao Yin said with a grin. Is that true? Long Yi's face lit up with joy upon hearing this. To be honest, Long Yi didn't want to reveal all his trump cards here. After all, he still planned to return to the Dragon Clan, and too many conflicts with humans would make things difficult when he went back. However, with Xiao Yin around, Long Yi knew he couldn't afford not to fight. Big brother, do this. Xiao Yin used soul power to communicate his plan to Long Yi again. All right. Long Yi smiled upon hearing the plan. Xiao Yan's strategy seemed perfect. It would break the dragon-devouring formation and solve their current dilemma. But the key was whether Xiao Yin could succeed. Dragon form. The next moment, after Xiao Yan's words, somewhere deep within his soul sea, it began to rapidly condense like an ocean. The silver dragon, a mere one-star Docian, actually dares to challenge the dragon-devouring formation? Before long, Yimo suddenly opened his eyes wide. An indescribable, terrifying wave of energy instantly spread throughout the space. As Yimo's words fell, a pair of enormous brown dragon eyes slowly opened within the space. A domineering aura, one that could make even heaven and earth tremble in fear, surged forward. Trying to devour me? Let's see if you have the ability. Long Yi roared, his massive dragon tail crackling with the power of lightning as it struck. Whoosh! In the dim space, just as the dragon eyes appeared, seeing Long Yi's terrifying attack, a massive dragon made of swirling multicolored light materialized before everyone's eyes. This multicolored dragon was composed of different types of energy. While no one knew how these energies were merged, the dragon emitted an intense, greedy aura, as if it sought to devour Long Yi entirely. Dragon-devouring formation, swallow him. A few breaths later, Yimo's voice suddenly grew louder as he shouted at the multicolored dragon. Nice! Long Yi laughed loudly, swinging his mighty tail directly at the multicolored dragon. Heh! Yimo, you still underestimate me. If you want to capture the Flame Emperor, you'll have to pay a bloody price. Xiao Yin, who had remained silent up to this point, smiled as he observed the battle between the multicolored dragon and Long Yi. He knew that in order to form this multicolored dragon, the 9 members of the Dragon Devourer Legion had expended a considerable amount of their soul power. At this moment, they were extremely weakened, making it the perfect time to strike. If it weren't for the dire situation, I wouldn't let you off so easily. But don't worry, I will make sure to repay the debt for the Xinling Imperial Pool sooner or later, Xiao Yin said, and a cold aura slowly spread from his body. Hoo-hoo. The energy consumed by the fusion of the death and life beams was too much. I can't use it unless I reach 9-star Do D. But no matter what, this gift must be delivered to you. Soul attack. Echoing sky mirage. In the next moment, Xiao Yan's body surged with radiant light, and a piercingly loud, soul-shattering cry echoed through the air. At the sound of the cry, the 9 members of the Dragon-Devouring Legion, who had been struggling against Long Yi, had their pupils contract sharply, as a deathly aura engulfed them. Die! Xiao Yan's soul attack had locked onto the Dragon-Devouring Legion the moment it began to form, and no matter how they tried to escape, they would still be struck. That madman! At this moment, Yimo's eyes gleamed with a blood-red light, clearly recognizing that Xiao Yan's attack now posed a real threat to their lives. Boom, boom, boom. Before anyone could react, the dazzling beam of light around Xiao Yan's body shattered the dark space and pierced through the multicolored dragon before slamming into the Dragon-Devouring Legion's 9 members. This guy's soul power has actually surged to this level. Soul power at the peak of the Imperial Realm, perhaps even stronger than some Docian experts, Long Yi observed, a smile appearing on his face as he watched Xiao Yan's overwhelming attack. Boom! The next moment, the entire space shattered, and with a final, resounding crash, it dissipated into nothingness. Splash! With Xiao Yan's strike, the dragon-devouring formation was completely shattered. The 9 members of the Dragon-Devouring Legion, who had tried to infiltrate the formation using their soul power to eliminate Long Yi, all spat out a mouthful of blood. The surrounding experts, who had been watching the battle in Blood River Town, were struck silent in disbelief. I didn't see that wrong, did I? Long Yi and Xiao Yin, who were just caught in that mysterious space, came out unscathed, but the 9 from the Dragon-Devouring Legion were injured? The experts watching the battle were left stunned, unable to comprehend the turn of events. They had thought the disaster would befall Long Yi and Xiao Yin, but it turned out the disaster was for the dragon-devouring legion. Old Bamboo, what's going on? White Fang, who had been watching the scene, asked in confusion. Xiao Yin's soul power is shockingly strong. Though I don't know the exact level, judging by the strength of his soul power alone, it might rival a 9-star Do D. The dragon-devouring formation is powerful, but due to the unique nature of the space, the user can only employ soul power to enter. The 9 members of the dragon-devouring legion likely never anticipated this, and Xiao Yin took full advantage of it, Bamboo Jean explained with a glance. Even though the 9 are injured, this power imbalance is still too much, Xiong Yuan added heavily. Meanwhile, in the battle circle, with Xiao Yin's soul attack unleashed, the dragon-devouring formation was torn apart, and Yimo's group suffered varying degrees of injury. The soul power just now, from the soul attack, probably already surpassed the peak of the Imperial Realm's Earth grade. Yao Xian wiped the fresh blood from her pale lips, her beautiful eyes glaring at Xiao Yin. Damn it! Vice Commander, we've been mocked like this by Xiao Yin. Let me capture him. Xianmo spoke up from the side, his hatred for Xiao Yin growing stronger by the second. All right. Yimo immediately agreed upon hearing this. Whoosh! Whoosh! With Yimo's command, he and the remaining 7 members rushed toward Long Yi to join the attack. Damn! How are these guys so troublesome? Long Yi cursed as he saw the incoming assault. Although Long Yi had already left his soul form, he had yet to inject dragon blood into his body, which left him somewhat lacking in power. Otherwise, he was absolutely confident that, with his own strength, he could battle the entire Dragon Devourer Legion and remain undefeated. Don't worry about me. I can handle Xianmo alone. We've faced each other before, Xiao Yin said with a smile. All right then. I'll break through and get you out as quickly as possible, Long Yi said in a low voice. They've all been injured by soul power and won't be able to use their soul abilities for a while. Their strength will also be somewhat weakened, Xiao Yin added. As soon as he finished speaking, Long Yi's figure was sent flying backward, directly blocking the 8 remaining members led by Yimo. The last one, however, managed to slip past Long Yi's blockade and landed near Xiao Yin. Looks like, after all this time, you're still going to die by my hands. Xianmo, cloaked in black, his body completely hidden, emanated an invisible pressure along with dark energy that released in waves. He grinned at Xiao Yin. Long time no see. Xiao Yin, now face-to-face with Xianmo, immediately felt the terrifying aura that radiated from this person. It was clear that Xianmo had broken into the ranks of a 9-star Do D, making him far more powerful than when they had previously met at the Xinling Imperial Pool. Enough talk. Will you die here on your own, or shall I do it? Xianmo sneered arrogantly at Xiao Yin. Now a 9-star Do D, Xianmo found it easy to crush Xiao Yin, a mid-7-star Do D, almost like squashing a fly. Bring it on. Xiao Yin frowned, his brilliant yellow sacred flame bursting out in a sudden surge. 7-layered Skybreaker Ruler. Xiao Yin raised his hand, and the enormous ancient ruler of heavenly flames, accompanied by 5 dazzling sacred flame ruler beams, roared toward Xianmo. Damn sacred flame power. Xianmo's black aura recoiled at the sight of the sacred flame, clearly frightened by Xiao Yan's yellow sacred flame. But as the black aura retracted, it was quickly replaced by a surge of black and white life and death power. The black energy, filled with the Blood Demon Clan's evil aura, feared the sacred flame power. But even without using the evil power, Xianmo's life and death power alone was enough to suppress Xiao Yin. The power difference between them was simply too vast. Xiao Yin, die. As the life and death power surged from Xianmo, his face twisted with malice. He transformed into a beam of death, shooting directly toward Xiao Yin. Whoosh! Xianmo's attack tore through space, causing violent ripples within it. The sheer strength of his assault was evident. The 9-star Do D really is formidable, but you're still underestimating me. Xiao Yin, seeing Xianmo's attack heading toward him without fear or hesitation, felt no trace of fear. Instead, an eerie light flashed in his eyes, and a heavy wave of energy began to emanate from the ancient ruler of heavenly flames. This is our human hall's hall guardian treasure. The human hall's leader, Bai Ye, stared at Xiao Yin with gleaming eyes. The heaven-shifting ruler truly possessed the power to shift the heavens. This guy really has some tricks up his sleeve. Long Yi, watching Xiao Yin face off with Xianmo, relaxed a bit. He knew that, despite being at the late one-star Docian stage, it would still be difficult for him to fight against a half-step Docian and 7-9-star Do Dis. You brat, today you will learn that in the face of absolute power, everything becomes insignificant. Xin Tian Palm. Die. In the blink of an eye, Xianmo closed the distance, and with a wicked smile, his black and white life and death power gathered in his palm. It formed a massive, hundreds of meters wide hand, and he slammed it toward Xiao Yin. Crash.
Nice.
Xiao Yin laughed loudly as he prepared the heaven-shifting ruler. Watching the approaching Xintian hand that was about to strike him, the mysterious force of the ancient ruler of heavenly flames erupted from his palm. Thud. The once forceful Xintian hand suddenly vanished upon striking the immense light surrounding Xiao Yin, as if it had been devoured by him. Damn it! How could this be? Xuanma was taken aback, his attack disappearing instantly. Just moments ago, the Xintian hand was enough to kill Xiao Yin. Yet now? Hoo. Here's your return. As Xuanma stared in confusion, a space in front of them suddenly rippled, and from within emerged a massive hand imbued with the powers of life and death in black and white, as well as the earth-colored sacred flame. This is bad. Xuanma felt a surge of danger. With their proximity so close, Xuanma had no time to defend and was struck head-on by the attack. Boom, boom, boom. Thunderous explosions rang out from the air where Xuanma stood, the terrifying heat waves spreading in all directions. Damn, Xiao Yin is such a freak. Even with his mid-7-star Do D strength, he's giving Xuanma a tough fight, some onlookers muttered. After all, who is Xuanma? A powerhouse from the Dragon Devourer Legion, his strength was on par with a 9-star Do D, a level far above Xiao Yan's. Heh, this isn't over yet. Xuanma just let his guard down. If he used his full strength, even if Xiao Yin had 3 heads and 6 arms, he'd still be doomed. Some sharp-eyed individuals remarked, given the vast disparity between the two. Qintian, you're all talk. The Xinling royal family isn't all that great. Little Yi, still entangled with Qintian, couldn't resist a laugh as she saw Xiao Yin temporarily gain the upper hand. Himph! Fire elf, mind your own business. If I catch you, I'll devour you whole. Qintian snorted coldly. We'll see if you have the skill. Little Yi retorted, her dazzling imperial flame surging once again, the imperial flame sword growing even more brilliant under its enhancement. Bang, bang, bang. As their words fell, massive attacks exploded once more, the two clearly evenly matched in strength. A decisive victor wouldn't appear anytime soon. Damn. What is Xuanma doing? Is it really this hard to capture a mid-7-star Do D? Yimo couldn't help but comment. Deputy Commander, Xiao Yan's not as simple as we thought. His soul power is strong, he possesses sacred flame, and he's mastered the heaven-shifting ruler technique from the incense pavilion. That fluctuation just now was surely the power of the heaven-shifting ruler, Yaoxin analyzed, his spiritual senses keen. You all better mind your own business. Long Yi, without giving them a break, shot his massive dragon tail at them again. Transformed into a silver dragon, Long Yi was surrounded by dazzling lightning, each of his attacks bringing with it a storm of thunder, making it difficult for Yimo and the others to endure. However, as time passed, Long Yi's fighting strength began to decline. For Yimo and his team were no pushovers. It wouldn't be long before Long Yi would be defeated under their joint assault. That would likely mark the true death trap. Little brat. With Xiao Yin returning Xuanma's attack with perfect precision, adding his sacred flame's power to the strike, Xuanma was wounded. A 9-star Do D is indeed not so easy to kill. Xiao Yin shook his head slightly as Xuanma's cloak vanished, revealing his dark skin, with dark red blood dripping slowly from his arm. The wound was clearly from the Shintian hand infused with life and death forces and sacred flame. Drip, drip. The dark red blood dripped down, but Xuanma didn't seem surprised. His eyes glinted with a cold, murderous intent. To think I've been wounded by a mere kid. Embrace death. Without another word, Xuanma licked the dark red blood from his lips, and the sky above them seemed to pulse with a bloodthirsty aura. It seems like this guy's going all out now. It's over. Yingying, who had been quietly watching the battle, saw the situation unfold and her beautiful eyes filled with concern. Even her azure sacred flame crystal, deep inside her body, stirred slightly. She had some feelings for Xiaoyin, so she could not stand by idly. However, what no one, not even Zhu Jin and the others, noticed was that Yingying's originally dark and lustrous hair was slowly transforming into a bluish hue. After this transformation, not only did her personality undergo a drastic change, but her strength also surged wildly in an instant. Die! Blood Demon's eyes suddenly erupted with an overwhelming, evil aura. Moments later, dark red light surrounded him, and countless tiny ants began to crawl out of his body, charging toward Xiaoyin in a frenzy. These dark red ants were extremely small, about the size of a fingertip, but strangely, the dark red aura around them seemed capable of devouring anything in their path, making them irresistible. Come at me. As Xiaoyin saw the swarm of dark red ants, he did not retreat even a step. He knew that if he lost, both Long E and Little E would also be immediately defeated. With his voice falling, a frenzied light surged in his eyes. He extended a finger toward the location of the Xuanma, and with a sharp flick, a blinding white beam shot out toward the attacking ants. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. The white beam quickly reached the blood demon, colliding with the countless dark red ants, resulting in a standoff. However, this standoff didn't last long. The white beam from Xiaoyin was quickly devoured by the swarm of dark red ants, turning into dust. Now, let's see how you handle this. Seeing Xiaoyin's attack fail, the blood demon laughed maniacally, as if ready to finish him off at any moment. Heaven's Finger 2. Break the sky. As Xiaoyin descended rapidly, the blood demon launched himself at him, seemingly aiming to strike him down. But the blood demon clearly underestimated Xiaoyin. All of Xiaoyin's remaining power was concentrated in his finger, which he then thrust toward the blood demon, who was mere inches away. Thud. At such close range, the blood demon was caught off guard, not expecting Xiaoyin to have such a powerful move. The blood demon's left hand was severed and turned to dust by the impact of Xiaoyin's Heaven's Finger 2. Despite the immense pain, the blood demon gritted his teeth and summoned the dark red ants around him, who rushed toward Xiaoyin to bite and devour him. Xiaoyin had just used the Heaven's Finger 2, expending nearly all of his remaining energy. With a bitter smile, he realized there was nothing more he could do. Xiaoyin. Big brother. Senior brother. At this moment, from a distance, Little E, Long E, and the others from the incense pavilion all felt their hearts sink. Die. Swish. Seeing Xiaoyin in such a dire situation, the blood demon laughed loudly. But before his dark red ants could consume Xiaoyin, an icy, bone-chilling cold suddenly emanated from behind him. Clap, clap, clap. Something invisible struck the blood demon with immense force, sending him flying several hundred meters away in a disheveled manner. As the blood demon was hurled through the air, his pupils shrank in horror as he saw a woman with bluish hair appear in front of Xiaoyin. He couldn't help but exclaim, Yingying? Yingying? The blood demon was thrown several hundred meters away by this mysterious powerhouse, and the countless dark red ants around him also vanished into thin air under the chilling aura emanating from the mysterious figure. Creak. After using his Heaven's Finger 2, Xiaoyin's energy had nearly depleted. After all, attempting to resist a 9-star Do D with his mid-7-star Do D strength was nearly impossible, and the consumption of Do Qi was immense. With his body falling uncontrollably, Xiaoyin suddenly expelled a wisp of black energy, a clear sign that the soul-devouring talisman's power was at work. But when he saw the bluish figure flying toward him, the soul-devouring talisman's power was quickly retracted. I thought I would need to step in, but it seems this guy's little lover is stronger than ever. The soul-devouring talisman remarked, sensing the power of the bluish figure approaching Xiao Yin. It could tell that this girl was now a true Douxian powerhouse. Thud. Xiao Yan's body was caught by Mu Yingying, who arrived just in time. Huh. Xiao Yin, barely able to open his eyes, saw Mu Yingying, surrounded by bluish flames, gazing coldly at him. If he hadn't clearly recognized her face, he might have been terrified out of his wits. If the previous Mu Yingying was a graceful young lady, now the azure Mu Yingying is an unshakable empress in the midst of ice and snow, noble yet arrogant. Humph. A grown man, and yet he needs her to save you. But to challenge a 9-star Do-D expert with merely the strength of a mid-7-star Do-D, I like that. Mu Yingying cast a sideways glance at Xiao Yin in her arms, speaking lightly. Since this guy has a grudge against you, let me take revenge for you. The next moment, Mu Yingying's expression remained extremely calm. After speaking, a wisp of azure flame enveloped Xiao Yin, and with a slight tremor, she vanished, heading straight toward Xuanma. Damn it! Xuanma couldn't help but roar upon seeing this scene. Who knows what Mu Yingying did? Her strength actually surged from the early 7-star Do-D directly to the mid-1-star Do-Xian. What's going on? The high-ranking members of the Incense Pavilion couldn't help but ask. The power of sacred flame always has a guardian. Though they've turned into humans, the spirit of the sacred flame, the so-called guardian, should still exist within her. Didn't you notice? Ever since Mu Yingying's power surged, she's been using azure flames. The mysterious power of those flames is undoubtedly the sacred flame's power. Moreover, her personality and aura have undergone a huge transformation, Zhu Jin said, shaking his head. Now it seems, Xiaoyan really has a chance to leave here. Baya said, his once tense heart slowly relaxing. Damn. Another Douxian expert? At this moment, the 8 people surrounding Long Yi, including Yimo, couldn't help but exclaim. This guy must be the one associated with Yin Qi and the sacred flame. Yao Xian also said, looking very grim. They had only intended to capture Xiao Yin, but never expected to involve a peak Do-D and 2 Douxian experts. Such a large force. It seems that capturing Xiao Yin today is out of the question. Vice Captain, what now? Looking at Xuanma, who was being chased by the azure Mu Yingying and fleeing in all directions, Yao Xian asked. Take action. The fire spirit and that silver dragon won't last long. At all costs. Yimo said, launching another round of terrifying attacks. Friends from afar, hurry up. The fire spirit and I can't hold on much longer. Longy said, looking into the distance. His massive dragon scales once again braced for impact. However, Long Yi's situation wasn't any better. His silver dragon scales were burned and damaged to varying degrees, clearly indicating the immense pressure from Yimo and the other's strength. Another Douxian expert? The sacred flame. Fire spirit, I won't waste time with you. End the judgment. Qin Tian, seeing Mu Yingying showcase her true strength, no longer held back, launching a frenzied attack on Xiao Yi. Damn. At this rate, in less than 3 minutes, I will surely lose. Xiao Yi gritted her teeth, struggling to hold on. I heard you nearly caused her downfall? The azure Mu Yingying flicked her figure and appeared beside Xuanma. At that moment, wisps of ice flowers, infused with azure flames, appeared around Xuanma, weakening the evil aura around him. So what? Xuanma roared. Though he didn't know why Mu Yingying's strength had surged, he felt it was still too early for her to kill him. I was asleep before, so I didn't know much. But now I know, and so I must send you to death. The azure Mu Yingying, seeing no sign of apology from Xuanma, gave a slight smile, her beautiful eyes flashing with malice. Not good. At that moment, the temperature in the surroundings suddenly dropped significantly. Azure ice flowers began to fall from the sky. As Xuanma's palm touched one of the azure ice flowers, a chilling force, almost freezing his blood, surged through his body. Run! Xuanma's first instinct was to flee, and without hesitation, his speed surged as he shot off in the distance. Since you've done wrong, you should repay it with your life. Isn't that what humans always say? Yingying displayed an innocent expression, her lips slightly biting her jade-like finger. Crash! Before Xuanma could even run 100 meters, he was engulfed by the azure ice flowers, which rapidly gathered around him and transformed him into a solid ice sculpture. Having completed this, Yingying, using the ice flowers, arrived beside Xuanma. She lightly raised her finger and pointed at him. Boom, boom, boom. Damned bastard! With the blue-clad Yingying completely slaying the Xuanma, Qintian and Yimo's two teams also cursed under their breath. Ah, such a handsome man. I just don't understand why she would like you. You have a familiar aura. It should be the sacred flame. If it weren't for your little lover refusing, you would probably already be in my stomach by now. As Yingying wiped out the Xuanma, she acted as though nothing had happened and walked up to Xiaoyin, teasing him lightly. Let her go. Xiaoyin, having just regained some strength, couldn't help but speak in a deep voice as he saw Yingying's actions. He even summoned the earthy yellow sacred flame energy within him. Poof, poof, poof. If it weren't for her pleading with me, I wouldn't have come out to save you. As if sensing Xiaoyan's sudden surge of energy, Yingying smiled at him charmingly. You. Xiaoyin was about to say something when he noticed, in the sky, the battles between Little E and Long E. Both of them were soon defeated. Now, do you still want her to come out and die?